Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tabitha, and for today's video, we're going to be doing another dupe video, and I'm going to be talking about the Fenty Gloss Bomb again. But in today's video, we're going to be duping the shade Fussy. I did do another video quite a while ago, actually, where I duped the original Fenty Glow shade and talked about some affordable options as a dupe for that shade. So I will leave it in a card up above and linked in the description box down below, so you guys can go ahead and check that out if you're interested in like a more affordable option for the original shade. But today's video is going to be about the shade Fussy. So I have both of them right here. I'm going to show you guys kind of close up just really quickly. So hopefully you can tell on camera. This is the Fenty Glow shade on this side, and then over here we have the shade Fussy. So I will also swatch them in natural daylight on my arm so you guys can see the difference in shade like in natural lighting, and I will insert a clip of that. But the original Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow is more of like a warm rosy shade, and then this new Fussy shade is kind of like more of a cool tone traditional pink shade. So I have thought about doing a dupe video for the shade Diamond Milk. Let me know if you guys would want to see that in the comments, because I'm not going to do it unless it's actually something that people want to see. I just feel like the Fussy shade is more popular. But if anyone wants to see a Diamond Milk dupes video, then let me know in the comments down below. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. But before we do, be sure to subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it or find it useful in any way. That would mean so much to me. Also, you can follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter if you want to, and they will be linked in the description box down below. And we're just going to go ahead and jump into these potential affordable dupes. So I'm not going to say a ton about the Fussy Gloss Bomb. I did talk about the Fenty Gloss Bomb in my other video. Like I said, you can check that out if you want to, but it's definitely one of my favorite formulas for sure. It's very comfortable and moisturizing, but still thick so it doesn't just slide off the lips. It has this nice big doe foot wand. It's really, really giant, and it smells delicious. It smells like candy or like vanilla and fruit or something. I don't know. It smells really yummy. And yeah, all of these options are affordable products from the drugstore. I have 3 to share with you guys today, and the first one that I'm going to talk about is actually very similar in the sense that it has that big doe foot wand I talked about on the other one, the giant wand. This is from the L'Oreal Havana collection with Camila Cabello, and this is their lip dew in the shade Camila, I believe. Yeah, it's Camila. And this is what the packaging looks like. Now, I'm not sure if this is available anymore to get in store, so I did get mine on Amazon, and I will leave it linked in the description box so you guys can get it at the same place that I did. So you can still get a hold of it, even though I don't think you can get it in store, at least not where I was at. And I think this packaging is really cute. I love this little lid. This fun, colorful pattern is really cute. And like I said, it has like a giant doe foot applicator. I don't even know if you can tell on camera, but this is huge compared to like a regular doe foot applicator. And this smells really good too, but it has a completely different scent. It's more of like a caramel vanilla scent than it is like the sweet candy scent of the Fenty Gloss Bomb. But it still smells good. Like, it has a sweet caramelly vanilla smell. And this one, I want to say, first of all, that it doesn't really have any shimmer or glitter in it. This is just like what it says, a lip dew. So it is very sheer like the Fenty Gloss Bomb. Actually, all of these are very sheer. It's not like you're getting a ton of color, which is how the Fenty Gloss Bomb is, so it wouldn't be a dupe if it was really pigmented. But this one doesn't have shimmers or glitters in it. It's just like a milky kind of glossy, dewy lip, which I personally really like. I actually really, really like this one for different reasons than the Fenty Gloss Bomb, but still, like, I feel like it's a great option at the drugstore, and it's very similar. So even though it doesn't have these shimmers in it, when you apply it onto the lips, it looks similar in the shade sense of it, and it looks really glossy and pretty, and it feels really comfortable on the lips. It's just not that shimmery formula, which the Fenty Gloss Bomb definitely has very fine shimmers, so they're not super noticeable, but you can still tell that it's shimmery. And this one doesn't have that, but like I said, I really, really like it, just kind of for different reasons, so I wouldn't really say it's a dupe, but when you apply it on the lips, it's really beautiful, and I would definitely say that it's a great option if you're wanting something similar to the Fenty Gloss Bomb, but you don't want to spend the money. And this is just a really great product in general. So obviously, like I said, I will be swatching all of these in natural daylight, so you'll be able to see what they look like. And then I will also insert clips of me wearing the product on my lips, so you guys can see what that looks like as well. The next one is this L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss, which is actually a formula that I talked about in my other dupe video. A different shade, of course, for the Fenty Glow shade. This is in the shade Blush, and this is what the packaging looks like. And I really think this is cute because it has like these little lips on the front of the top, which I think is really cute. But this one is actually very, very similar to the Fenty one because it has that same shade. You can actually see when you hold them next to each other how similar they look in the actual packaging, and they both have those very fine shimmers in it. I find that this has very fine shimmers, just like the Fenty one. The shade is so ridiculously similar, especially in the tube. Like, it looks really similar. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys, and you will notice there is a slight bit of a difference in the actual swatches because this one is a little bit lighter and a little bit more cool toned. And it's weird because in the actual packaging, they look so similar. But when you swatch them on your skin, you'll notice that the L'Oreal one is just a little bit more, like I said, light. But the thing is, when you apply them to your lips, they look so similar. Like, it doesn't really look like the Fenty one is really darker. It just kind of comes off like that on the skin. I would say it's maybe a little bit more pigmented, but you really don't notice that when you are applying them to your lips. I feel like these are very, very similar actually. And this one has a really nice thin formula, but it's still very glossy. So it's not like a thick goopy gloss, which I know a lot of people really don't like thick glosses. And of course, like the Fenty gloss isn't goopy at all, but it is a little bit more of a thick moisturizing gloss, and this one's just a little bit thinner while still being super glossy and really pretty, and I just find that it looks very similar on the lips to the Fenty one. And then the last one we have here is this Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in the shade Pinkissimo. This is what the packaging looks like, and this one obviously looks really, really bright pink in the tube. You can tell, like, it looks pretty bright. And the thing is, when you swatch this, it is sheared out, but it does look kind of like a bright lip gloss like this. And this wouldn't be something I would gravitate towards regularly. I just don't really think it looks that flattering, this bright pink shade. But I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. When you apply this to the lips, it's actually really pretty, and I wouldn't say that it's a dupe for the Fenty one, but I do think it's really pretty. I definitely think it's something worth looking into if you like the Fenty one, but maybe you want something a little bit more pigmented or just a tiny bit brighter, but it's really still not super noticeable. And you guys will see that in the swatch. It's not crazy pink on the lips. Like, it actually looks really pretty and sheared out. So this one is very similar as well in the formula. It has those fine shimmers in it, so it is kind of similar in that sense. The only one that doesn't have shimmers in it is the L'Oreal and Camila Cabello one. This one is probably the least similar to the Fenty one. Everything about it is just the least similar, because I would say that it is a little bit brighter, you know, and maybe the formula isn't exactly the same. It is similar, but it's definitely different. It's more different than this one, the L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour Gloss that I talked about. So this video was kind of getting all over the place. I was trying to be really coordinated with everything, and I also forgot to mention the amounts, like how much you get in each product, which I did do in my last video. I talked about each lip gloss and how much you get in the tube. So with the Fenty Gloss Bomb, I can't even remember what I said for the last one. This one you get 9 ml, so 0.3 fluid ounces. You get a lot of product in the Fenty Gloss Bomb though, like it's not normal to get this much in a lip gloss, so just keep that in mind. But in the L'Oreal and Camila Cabello Lip Dew, you get 0.21 fluid ounces, which is 6.3 ml. So you definitely get quite a bit of product in this, and not quite as much as the Fenty one, but you still get quite a bit of product, and I definitely think it's worth it for the price because it is like half the price. This one retails for $9.99 on Amazon right now. And then in the L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss, you get 0.21 fluid ounces as well, so 6.3 ml, which is the same as you would get in this one. So both of the L'Oreal ones, you get the same amount of product, which makes sense. It's the same brand. So you definitely get the same amount of product in those, but I would say it definitely just depends on what you're looking for, because in my personal opinion, I'm going to have to say that the L'Oreal 8 Hour Pro Gloss is the closest when it comes to duping the Fenty one. I think it is the closest in the way it applies and the way it looks on your lips, and like even just in the tube, like they look very similar. So I definitely would say that one is the closest if you're really wanting something super similar to the Gloss Bomb. It was really hard for me to find like exact dupes because I searched around online a lot and I looked everywhere, but it's just really hard to find exact dupes. But I would definitely consider that a dupe, even though it's not like 100% perfect, because it is so similar when you apply it to the lips that you really can't tell. And then for the lip dew, like I said earlier, I explained to you guys how the formula is, that it's just different than the Fenty Gloss Bomb. But I really do like this one. I feel like I might even like it a little bit more than the L'Oreal one, because even though it's a tiny bit different from the Fenty one, it's beautiful and gorgeous in its own way. Like the formula is really comfortable. It smells delicious, even though it doesn't smell exactly like the Fenty one. And I just really like this shade because it's very similar to the Fenty one in that sense, in like the shade, even though it doesn't have the shimmers in it. So it isn't going to be quite as glossy, I guess, because it is more of a lip dew and it doesn't have those shimmers in it, but I still find it to be very like shiny on the lips, and it definitely still looks like a lip gloss, and it looks really great. And then with the Revlon one, you get 0.13 fluid ounces, which is 3.8 ml. So definitely get the least amount of product with this, and it is the least similar. So I guess it's really up to you, to decide if it would be something that would be worth trying out. I would definitely say I would pass on this one if it was me, because I don't think it's as similar, and like I said, you don't get as much product. I do like the formula of these Revlon glosses though. I think they're beautiful. So maybe if you wanted to pick up a different shade and see if you could find something that you liked a little bit more, I do think these are really great glosses. All of these have a great formula on them. I just think that this Revlon one is the least similar to the actual Fenty one. So there is that. Also, like I said, I'm all over the place. I forgot to mention. So this one, like I said, is $9.99 on Amazon. The L'Oreal one, I believe, is $9.99 at Ulta. But I'm pretty sure I got this for around $7 at Walmart, because it is cheaper at Walmart. The same with the Revlon one. It was cheaper at Walmart. I believe it was like $8.97 at Ulta, if I'm right, and then like $6 something at Walmart. So they are cheaper to get at another store. I got mine at Walmart. That's where they were cheaper, but if you want like Ulta points or something and that's just where you do most of your shopping, I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but they are all kind of in the same price range. I mean, they range from about $6 to $10. So I definitely think these are all really great options. And like I said, it just depends on your personal preference. So I really hope that I didn't miss anything. I hope I got all the information out that I wanted. It wasn't the most efficient way, I guess. I mean, I feel like I should have talked about everything about each product as I was talking about it, instead of waiting till the end to tell you the prices and the amounts in the tubes, but that's how it came out. I really hope that you guys don't mind, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Maybe you found a product that you really want to try out. Let me know, like I said, if you want to see a Diamond Milk Dupes video, because I would love to do that for you guys if that's something that you actually want to see. And be sure to subscribe it down below if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and turn on the notification bell down below if you want to be notified whenever I upload new videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.